Don't you love April Fools? Yes, no? I personally think it can be fun, even though I have fallen victim to the lies myself. I even fell for one this year. Heck, I even fell for one on this list. Intelligent Systems greatly enjoys April Fools themselves. Since Awakening, the devs behind Fire Emblem have partaken. And today, you and I will look back on the several years of good-hearted and honestly top-quality pranks that would make any trickster blush. 2015. On March 31st, 2015, Yusuke Kozaki, the artist behind Awakening and Fates, tweeted out a sketch of Chrom in an astronaut suit dubbed Fire Emblem Awakening Gaiden Mars. The story blurb gone with the picture explains that Chrom travels to Mars via Outrealm Gate and how he needs to fight some bandits of Olympus Mons. Hilariously, a Mars setting was unironically an idea when Awakening was being created. While the tweet is now removed on Kozaki's @KYMG, which might be his old seemingly deactivated account, the Wayback Machine has preserved this tweet. Little did we know that this illustration would be an awakening we never knew we wanted. Starting here onwards, Intelligent Systems goofs and gaffs on April Fools would keep evolving. 2017. Battle of Revolution. Here's one that I actually fell for. In a now archived page through the Wayback Machine, all of the information on the 8-bit Fire Emblem adventure based on the late Edo period of Japan can be read. I'm not sure if this has ever been fully translated for a Western audience, but I had Madamastyx on Twitter accurately translate each part of the page, so big thanks to them for the effort. The product page begins with a letter from Kitanishi Ryoichi, the chairman at Intelligent Systems. 15 years ago, ever since I took over as producer of Fire Emblem, I've been thinking of things like, how do I get more people to play the game? I started thinking about what would happen if we tried to make it a game set in the modern world, and I thought about how to make it into a game with a modern storyline. We also wanted to try attracting more customers by taking on more challenges, such as the creation of Fates, which was born out of the idea of allowing multiple stories to be enjoyed in parallel with one another. In that sense, you could say that I want to increase the number of customers as the central point of my approach to Fire Emblem. Now, with our goal of making larger leaps forward, we have come up with the theme of Jidai Geki, historical drama, which takes place in the late Edo period of Japan. It vividly depicts talented local warriors working together to create a new world, and we have been working closely with Intelligent Systems to create a Fire Emblem game such as this. Fire Emblem Battle of Revolution is a story of men of the late Edo period, with the fun of playing with swords, bows, and sickles, with flying ninjas who are weak to bows. Now all together, the story. There are things that are more important than life. The end of the Edo period. The end of the Tokugawa shogunate. The world of Edo was in a state of great unrest. Hinomoto, which had long been a quiet nation, was now being subjected to the duress of the outside world. A man living in the countryside of the Valentia clan named Valbar. Everything began when he joined the Zofia Gumi, the security organization tasked to serve the lord of the clan, Celica, without her knowledge. The Sabaku or the Tobaku. These fierce men clash violently with one another over the future of the nation and for their beliefs. Meet and part with allies as we witness the conspiracy that lies within the shogunate. Valbar's heart is shaken. Will his conviction carry him through this all? The stage is set for a decisive battle at Toba. The game would feature a profound and moving story, being filled with sub-episodes and sub-quests to offer a glimpse into each character's past. It boasts a return of permadeath, but a unique system introduced in this entry introduces elements of Hanafuda, Japanese playing cards, has been added. Powerful and flashy animations makes battles striking to watch. It also came with a special edition, which would include a Valentia picture scroll. Volume 1, which colorfully depicts the life, culture, and the stories passed down of the people who lived in Valentia. These stories are not depicted in the main game, and both will be sent as a set. You could even get Marth DLC. This is the epic story of a young man named Marth, who operates a flying ship in the Arcanea clan, the neighboring clan to the Valentia clan, and is influenced by his strange fate to explore the country. He ends up becoming the lord of the Arcanea clan through a series of very strange and unexplainable events. The release date of this DLC story has not yet been decided. Finally, the page presented character bios for the big three. Valbar. Although he hails from a farming family, he was selected as the head of the Zofia Gumi, a security organization. Due to his natural abilities and his compassionate, sincere, and dynamic personality. His laughter is so loud it can be heard from a whole kilometer away. He is 30 years old, and is now worried about his recently bulging belly. Leon, a ninja from Ilia, male, admires Valbar so heavily that he joined the Sophia Gumi to follow him. He's the most popular Ilian man in the Sophia Gumi. He's good with his hands and is often asked for favors by young women in town. Kamui, a former Ronin. He once crossed blades with Valbar, but was touched by his calm personality and decided to join the Sophia Gumi. He is interested in the general shop signboard girl, but has never actually spoken to her. Honestly, this is probably my favorite shitpost April Fool's joke they've done so far. So much effort went into building the page, and it's so elaborate. They made sure to include everything from story to gameplay features and even DLC just for the meme. I know future April Fool's jokes would take more production effort and would be more elaborate and costly from this point, but man, what a great and original joke. I'm not sure if this whole page has been translated before, but I've left the document in the description for those interested in reading the translator notes and for the sake of preservation. 2019. The legendary hero Faye. On April 1st, in a now unavailable video for some reason, Faye was announced as a new legendary hero for Faye. Equipped with the strongest weapon in the game by an absolute landslide, Faye's talons has built-in counter regardless of range, while also just being +9 range anyway, also granting 99 to all stats. Her assist is Faye's Mimicry, which copies any hero's ability in the game. Eavesdropping Owl has a painfully slow to charge 100 cooldown. Her A skill, Faye's Mighty Flap, seems to only be able to target the notification board paper, and her B skill, the target is rendered unable to do anything but watch as she demolishes them. Then we see such skills in action, destroying the enemy without even giving them a chance to tink. Faye is so powerful, in fact, that she can mimic Julius's magic and summon Loptus. She even has her own epic quotes and art. She can even summon a giant orb to deal 99,999 damage. You can also summon ults of her, totaling at 10, making her the character with the most ults in the game. Eat your heart out, Camilla/Lynn. Heartbreakingly though, she has a summon rate of 0. Fapril Fools! But the orb accessory gift was real. This was a very high effort shitpost on their end. I'm not sure why they would remove the video though. Removing their April Fool's content seemed to be a common practice up until 2020, where their next annual jokes are still around to view, thankfully. On March 30th, Faye released a special 8-bit stylized Faye channel. It noted that Fire Emblem was turning 30 and that Faye wanted to make her own Fire Emblem game. Visually, it's basically as if Faye was 8-bit and the UI is presented as such. The Mock Battles map references Chapter 1 of FE1 and brings back Marth's OG map sprite, but also designed new sprites specifically for this video. Then it proceeds to a battle between Alphonse and Marth and runs exactly like Faye, but not before bugging out. And the FE ROM hacker in me can't help but smile and chuckle at the vertical lines and squares of bugginess on screen, as if you know what the GBA death screech is, this hits a little too close to home. The bit ends and Faye then begins to present actual in-game content like special maps and accessories to obtain. Finally, the channel ends with a credit roll of Askra and Embla relevant characters of the time, and every lord in the series. This was a really cute and special fun video celebrating the 30-year anniversary. It's not really an April Fool's type gag like with Battle of Revolution, and more just a lighthearted post. But these fun and feel-good April Fools or April Fools adjacent scheduled posts would be where the direction of April 1st content would start to go moving from here. I am a sucker for 8-bit stuff, and I really am a huge fan of the 8-bit map sprites and portraits. It's always a good time to see the series make nods to their past like this, and to see modern Fire Emblem go retro with the likes of the post-DS portraits and map sprites is also very neat. April 2nd, 2021. The Dance-Off. This post, while the shortest, was so shocking and hilarious that it quickly ascended maximum meme status. This post was impossible to expect, and I am doubtless that this video is still vivid in everyone's minds. The absurdity of this one doesn't need to be explained. It's literally just Fafnir and Regan models motion captured over a choreographed dance to a club remix of Book 5's theme. But this video did sire the long-awaiting return of Tap Battle, and players also got the headphones accessory, so that was fun. As funny as this video was, in my opinion it was completely eclipsed by this year's April Fool's video. April 4th, The Lonely Puppeteer Spring Remix. This video, while a bit late, was similar to last year's in concept, but with the production values multiplied several times over. Once again, motion capture with custom models over them would be there. The video showcasing the summoner on tambourine, Ash on bass, and Veronica on violin were performed and motion captured by Ryosuke Oishi, Mina, and Jill, respectively, all of whom are prolific and well-known musicians already. Not only was star power backing up this video, but much more detail, effort, and investment was put into the production this time. In contrast, the dance-off video was basic, focusing mainly on motion capture, basic facial expressions for Regan, and none at all for Fafnir, and basic camera work. This video didn't skimp out on any aspect, from light and cell shading, swooping camera angles, and especially animating faces. Lonely Puppeteer just went way above rendering on the 3D software to make an utterly beautiful and fun video that I still watch just for fun every now and then. Intelligent Systems seems to have stopped embracing the pranking aspect of April Fools and instead just want to make fun, non-serious, but very high-effort videos come April 1st. And if there's any trend to be seen with the progression of these annual videos, it's that production ramps up in its complexity every year. Started with a basic Twitter shitpost, into an elaborate fake product page with all the bells and whistles, into video content, now into high-budget, mo-capped artistic performances. I guess the question is, what happens next? What's your favorite April Fool's joke Fire Emblem has ever produced? For me, it's Battle of Revolution. You should all know how I feel about Guidance/Echoes anyway, but like I said before, I actually believed the hype, forgot the date, and actually fell for this one. But going back and having the page translated in full just to see how much Intelligent System actually tried here is quite amusing. So let me know yours in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because the channel is almost at 94,000 subscribers, which is bananas. And with that all being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.